It's our reality, just your average family, trying to be normal and stay out of trouble, living a double life.
What's up? Today we got Thundermans, Season 3, Episode 14, Kiss Me, Nate. This episode starts off at Hinville High. Oyster tells Max he swiped some lunches from his teacher's lounge. Does Max want Bradford's Bagel Bites or Senior Newman's Noodles? And Max says, sorry, but he has a special lunch plan with Alison. Again, having her appear 3 times in a row. At least her 4th appearance is split from what? Next episode? Episode 16. From next episode, she appears in episodes 8, 12, 13, and 16. 14, yes, 14. Episodes 8, 12, 13, 14, and 16. 5 episodes in a row? Did I get that wrong from the last episode? Max, he reserves the bubblegum-free bench. Then tells the guy not to put his gum on that bench. Mr. Schrichter, who is a guy that we have never met before and will never meet again, says, "Hey, all you hip cats and dolls, it's your favorite teacher, Mr. Schrichter." Again, we have never seen this guy before, and we will never see him again, possibly. With this review series, I'm really wondering what goes on, as I thought Nora became nicer in this season, but it's proving that she hasn't. She just doesn't laser Billy anymore as she used to. She's just now savage now. But do we see him again? I don't know. I'm just gonna say no. We'll never see this guy again. So we've never seen him before, so how's he our favorite teacher? Bring you all some drama for your mamas. That hurt. That's so cringe. Don't make a yo mama joke in 2015 or 2016 Thundermans. Just don't. This is 2024, and I don't like hearing. I didn't even like hearing that back then before I knew what a yo mama joke was. So. Alison says, "Curtains up, people. Curtains up." Curtains up, people. The drama club is casting its latest play. Then some guy says, a kiss from Angel. If you want a kiss from an angel. So if you want to be a star, audition tomorrow. And Alison says, until then, stay jazzy. Well, this episode is really having a lot of cringiness, isn't it? Phoebe says she didn't know Alison was in drama club. Max says till a minute ago, he didn't know they had a drama club. He didn't know they had a drama club. Meh. Phoebe says, is Max worried that Alison is getting the lead role in the play? Max says, till a minute ago, he didn't know they had a school, that the school did plays. Phoebe says, as her boyfriend, Max should be really worried. It's Nate Lockhart. He's always gets the lead and the leading ladies. They always fall for him even if they have boyfriends. Oyster says, yeah, do not trust him around your girlfriend, bro. Nate is a snake. Oyster asks Nate if he likes noodles because Oyster doesn't have a girlfriend. Max says, like he cares about some dude in drama club. Alison and her are fine. Phoebe says, didn't Alison cancel lunch 3 times this week? Alison says, sorry, Max, but she has to cancel lunch today. Phoebe says, make that 4 times this week. She has to rehearse for the audition. If she's lucky, she'll be Nate's next leading lady. He's so hot right now. Max is like, excuse me? And she says, you know, his public school drama career is on fire. And she wants to be close to that. She wants to be close to catch some of that heat. And Alison says, bye. Phoebe says, Nate's on fire, but Max is the one who got burned. After the opening, in the A-plot, at Hiddenville High, Max crumbles up a school paper when he pushes Phoebe out of the way to talk to her friends Maddie and Roxy. Yep, meet Phoebe's new friends beside Cherry now. Phoebe, Maddie, and Roxy. We remember Maddie from the Blue Detective and Cheerleader in Danger episode, and Roxy, she's new, but she's played by a Power Ranger actor. She's played by Camilla Hyde, who played Shelby on Power Rangers Dino Charge. I don't know what Maddie is doing friends with Phoebe now, but I guess the writers were like, yeah, we need Phoebe to have Phoebe's only friends are Cherry. Phoebe's friends are only Cherry, Kelsey, Sarah, and Ashley. We need to have we'll add Roxy and we'll add Roxy and Maddie onto that list. But it's out of the blue. Phoebe just gets these two friends, which she never had before. So yeah, and also, by the way, Maddie and Max's date from Blue Detective is never referenced. Yeah, it's like the writers completely forgot that Maddie and Max went out on a date in Blue Detective, because nor does she or Max ever reference that. Which is strange, because Max seemed to be into her in that episode, but neither of them mention it. It's weird. I'm just saying it's so weird that Phoebe has randomly new friends. Max asks Roxy / Shelby and Maddie if they want to be in the lead play. If they want to be the female lead in the drama club. Yeah. Actually, Phoebe she tells Phoebe how good they look. Phoebe says, Max, stop lying to her friends. They know what she means. Max says they should audition for the female role in the drama club. Roxy says she can't. She's playing Power Ranger. Or she has stage fright. But, yeah. She's playing it. But around this time, she was playing a Power Ranger. So, yeah. And Maddie can't because she has stage rage. Yep. I wish they could have said she can't because the whole fact that she feels awkward being asked to be the lead, asked to be the female lead by a guy she went on a date with. But no, the writers have completely forgotten about that, and now it's just she has stage rage, and she says don't ask, and they leave. Again, weird that Phoebe has new friends out of the blue that we've never seen her mention before until now. They become major characters, so don't forget about them. Roxy and Maddie become major friends, and Cherry become a major friend group of Phoebe's. But, yeah. I guess they need someone to be a friend group since Sarah isn't in this season at all. And, yeah, Sarah is not in this season. She only has one appearance next season, and then that's it. She could appear in the Thundermans' new sequel series, since that's obviously, yeah. If you saw the ending of my last video, I mentioned that Thundermans, i.e. Phoebe, Max, and Chloe, are getting their own spin-off show where Max and Phoebe will train a 10-year-old Chloe. But who knows if any of the other cast members, like Hank or Barb, Billy, and Nora, will appear. Their older versions will appear in the show? Because it's supposed to center around Phoebe and Max training Chloe in superhero training. But yeah. Anyway, back to this show. Not that show. I will get to that show when it comes out. But back to this show. Yeah. Max says, have you told Phoebe that how amazing she is? Phoebe says, haha, Max. She knows she knows that she knows that he doesn't want Alison to get the lead and fall for Nate. So if he wants her to audition, he knows what to do. Max says fine and tells everyone that Phoebe is the best sister ever and they're all lucky to have her as a friend. Hashtag Team Phoebe. Phoebe says okay. She wanted Max to say please, but that works too. Max says wow, he didn't think it'd be that easy. What's her angle? Phoebe says no angle. She just happens to like Max and Alison. She's surprised she's lasted this long. Like, shocked. Because Alison's so nice and pretty. And Max is so... Max says, okay, he gets it. Meanwhile, on the B plot, at the house, Nora says, here comes Hank, ask him. And then Billy asks Hank if he sits up or down using the bathroom. Hank says neither, and Nora says, what he meant to ask was, can Hank build him a treehouse? A playhouse. Hank says, he'd love to. They can play him for a few weeks, then forget about it. Then a bunch of rats will move in, then he'll tear it down. Then he'll accidentally poke himself. He can't wait. Billy says, yay, they're getting a playhouse. Nora says, Billy's brain's a playhouse. Then Chloe teleports in, saying she'll build it for them. Nora says, sorry, Chloe, but you can't build a playhouse with cuteness. And Chloe says, Nora, Dad says you can, and teleports away. So Nora says, maybe Barb will do. So Billy asks Barb if he can build them a playhouse. Nora says, don't ask her that. He knows that Hank said that Barb isn't very good with tools, so they shouldn't ask her. But Hank said not to say anything about anything, and Nora tells Barb not to let Hank really blew it. Barb says, of course. They want a playhouse, huh? And Billy says, he's not sure what's going on anymore. Barb says, she'd be happy to build a playhouse for them. Let her find the tool she's not very good with. Meanwhile, in the A plot, in Max's lair, Max says, okay, Max, she's ready for her practice for her audition. Max says, good. He brought in a celebrated actor to help her. Phoebe says, please tell her it's one of Hemsworth's. Okay? So, yeah. Phoebe wants it to be Chris or Luke Hemsworth. I like Chris. We all know him as Thor. But, yeah, I like him. I like Chris better. Hopefully he does better in Thor 5 now that Thor 5 won't be a comedy like that terribleness of Thor 4. That movie was supposed to be good since it had Christian Bale, but boy did that movie stink. And sucked. It sucked. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. Max says, even further. And Costa says, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? And Phoebe says, maybe Romeo walked away, like she's about to do right now. And Max says, no, wait. Colosso is a really good actor. Trust him. He can help her get the lead. And Colosso says, if she thinks she can do better than him, let's see. And Phoebe says, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou? Romeo! And Max says, wow, that was terrible. And Colosso says, give her a break. No, seriously, break all of her bones. Meanwhile, in the B plot, Hank says Barb is building Nora a playhouse. Barb says, yeah, despite the rumors, it turns out she's pretty good with tools. Hank says, of course, except he would have used screws and not nails. They last longer. Barb says, that's not what the directions say, Hank. And Hank says, well, sometimes you just gotta You just gotta trust follow your instinct. Then Barb starts hammering, saying, sorry, she can't hear him. Okay, just like hammer. But. She's too busy using this hammer properly. Hank says he's just trying to help. And Nora says she thinks they might wait to get 2 play asses out of this. Follow her lead. Nora says she wishes there was a way to know who could build a better playhouse, the Book of Barb or the Freestyle in Hank. Billy says he doesn't know. Barb's got a head start, but there's no way Hank could catch up. Nora says not like he could fly and be back with an arm of lumber in 30 seconds. Hank says, make that, says 15, and flies away. Meanwhile on the A-plot, Alison starts her audition and does it for Sergeant Selfie. It's obviously not, well, Phoebe's doing a vocal exercise. Max says, Alison's out there nailing it, and Phoebe's practicing barfs. Phoebe says she's not barfing. She's training exercise. It's her training exercise. Max says she has to do great if she wants to be Alison for the lead. Remember, everything she does in his lair, don't do it. And Phoebe says, leave her alone. She's got this. Phoebe starts an audition, but then Max tells her to do a bunch of stuff, and Phoebe starts yelling at Max about how he can't let her do things on her own. She needs to leave him alone. And this impresses the director. Mrs. I have no idea his name. Sketchner. This impresses him. He's like, Phoebe's like, wait a minute, that wasn't her. He's like, next. Alison says, so then that day, Alison says she can't look. Max says, yes. Alison says, she got the lead? Max is like, no. And she's like, then who did? And Phoebe's like, then Phoebe looks at the list and it seems like Phoebe got the lead. Mr. Sketchner says, yes, of course she did. Her monologue was amazing. It was like she was talking directly to the person she hates the most. A star is born, and her name is Phoebe Tinderman. Phoebe says, it's Phoebe Thunderman. He's like, change it. And leaves. Nate says he's really looking forward to working with Phoebe. Max says, so Alison gets to be angel number 3. Alison says she was glad Max is so cool with her big kissing with Nate. She's getting that heat. Max says he should have read the manual. He should have read the play. Oyster says, Max, he heard Phoebe got the lead in the play. He got what he wanted. Max says Alison got number 3 and still gets to get a kiss with Nate. Oyster says that's not what he wanted. Max says they know what happened if she kisses Nate. Flashback. Wait, no, flash forward to Max and Oyster fantasize a thing about Max, about Alison and Nate getting married while Max bangs on the door in the school hall, the Hannibal High doors. Max says, this is a nightmare. Rich says, he knows. He can't believe they're going to ride off together on a talking dragon. Max says, Oyster says, why didn't Phoebe tell him angel number 3 gets to kiss? Why angel number 3 gets to kiss Nate? And Phoebe says, Max should have read the play. Max says, he knows he should He knows he should have read the play. How are they gonna fix it? Phoebe says, it's just a kiss. It's not like Alison and Nate were gonna fall for each other and get married in the high school hallway. Max says, it could happen. Phoebe says, it's all in Max's head. Nate's only the leading lady. And hello, she's a leading lady. Roxy said, Shelby said, Roxy/Shelby says, Phoebe. And Maggie says, Phoebe, Roxy/Shelby. You cannot say they're Phoebe's entourage now. They can't use their first name. Phoebe says, guys, she knows having entourage is one of her perks. Not being the star and all. But she's gonna be the same old Phoebe. Same old Phoebe they used to know. She's still the same old Phoebe. But just with a chai latte in her hand. Roxy said, Nate wants to run lines with Phoebe over at lunch. He even reserved the bubblegum free bench. Phoebe says, Max, that silly kiss won't matter. The big stars only want to be with other big stars. It's the natural order of things. And she and her entourage go to talk to Nate. Max says, Phoebe's wrong. He's not in his head. Then he imagines Nate's face in his locker saying he's gonna kiss his girlfriend. Then every time he opens his locker, it's just Nate's face making kiss sounds. So Max runs away. Then Phoebe and Nate are practicing their lines. Mr. Sketchner. I'm just gonna says, take 5. Phoebe says, why do they always take 5 during her scene? And Mr. Sketcher says, because he can hear her through his earplugs. Nate says, ignore Sketchner. Or Sketcher, I have no idea his name. I said his name perfectly before. Phoebe says, yeah. And he digs her methods. It's real. She's a perfect leading lady. Says Nate, this is when you find love. Mr. Sketcher says, Nate, this is when you find love and kiss Alison. Alison, pucker up. But Max uses his telekinesis to make things fall. And comes out and then's like, hey guys, what's up? This is so weird that things keep happening. So they tell him to go, and then they try to do it again, but then he falls. So Max, and a bucket falls down this time. Max says, maybe it's just that you shouldn't kiss during before opening night. Kiss before opening night. So he said, there's no kiss before opening night, and Max says, the director has spoken. Meanwhile, in the B plot, Hank and Barb are halfway through building the dollhouses. Billy says, fooling Hank and Barb was so easy than they thought. Nora says, she knows. They get 2 playhouses, and someone should put their pictures up in the Kids Hall of Fame. Billy says, after they get Hank and Barb to build it, they laugh and leave as Hank and Barb look in. Very upset, shaking their heads. Meanwhile, in the A plot, Himbo High. Phoebe says, here there are Nate's opening night. Nate, here it is, Nate. Here they are, Nate. Opening night. Nate says, there's something he's been meaning to ask Phoebe. Phoebe says, she's flattered. She can't string Nate along anymore. There's never gonna be a them. Nate says, yeah, duh. Phoebe's cute, but she's not the type he likes. He likes girls who are in the theater. Phoebe says she's literally in the play. And he said, see him finish. He likes girls who are in theater and can act. Phoebe thought he said he was a perfect leading lady. And he says, he did. He couldn't have her quit and jeopardize the play. Then he wouldn't get to kiss Alison and steal her from Max. Or steal her away from Max. Will he use lime or mint? He's using both. It's gonna be a long kiss. Meanwhile in the B plot, Barbara and Hank are finished working on their dollhouse. Nora says, "What happened?" And Billy says, "Oh no, Hank and Barbara are so confused that they forgot they're working on a doll to build 2 dollhouses." Barb says, "Actually, Hank and I put aside their differences, and Hank decided to make one beautiful playhouse for Chloe, of course." Yeah, and obviously we got this scene, which is back on this video, where Chloe says, for Chloe, and Chloe opens half of the door, saying, "You blew it, baby," and ding, and then closes half of the door. Hank says, "And by the way, we never see this dollhouse again." Yep, we never see it again, and I don't know how they would have taken the dollhouse and put it into Chloe's room, if that's what happened. But I'm just saying is that we never see the dollhouse again. Yeah, Chloe says, "You blew it, baby." And Hank says, "That's what they get for pitting them against," and closes the door. Hank says, "That's what they get for pitting them against each other." Barb says, "They heard everything." Hank tells them to get ready for Phoebe's play. Nora says, "Phoebe's play? Haven't they been punished enough?" And they leave. Meanwhile, in the A plot, and that's the end of the B plot, okay? That's the end. They really shortened their B plots in this season. Phoebe says, Max was right. Nate is after Alison. Max says he was trying to tell her, now use her pointy elbows to cut the ropes. Phoebe says no. She has another idea to shut down the play. They can't go on with their lead actress, their leading lady. So Phoebe is gonna fix this with acting. Phoebe tells Max to tell Alison that Phoebe's sick, and the play is canceled. Max says, "What about her entourage?" Phoebe says, "Yeah, she'd let them go. Yeah, she cut him loose. It's worth it if it means Max gets to keep Alison. She misses them, but their chai lattes were all foam." Max tells Alison that the play is canceled and Phoebe's sick, and he's worried about her. Alison's like, "Yeah, right. Yeah, right." She knows what's going on. That he's been trying all week to stop her from kissing Nate. Max is like, "What? Is that this play?" And Alison's like, "Yeah, it's this play." And Max says fine. He doesn't want her to kiss Nate and marry him in a school hallway. Alison's like, "For someone so cute, Max sure sounds like a dummy." Alison says she likes him, and no kissing in the school play is gonna change that. But if the actors break up and then she miraculously leaves the show forever, that will change that. If the actors break up and then she miraculously leaves the show and they give an off-screen breakup to explain why she's no longer on the show, then yeah, that will change that. Actually, I guess he's been kind of a dummy, but he's never had a real relationship before. This is all new territory. Alice tells him to get over it. They're stuck together. Or until the actors break up, and then they give an off-screen explanation for why they're not together anymore. That's in season 4, but still. Phoebe says that she has a fever, so Mr. Schechner, I think that's his name, Schechner, says that they'll cancel and start the set. But Max says Phoebe's okay, just some pre-trojure. Mr. Schechner's like, ugh, and tells them to places everyone. Phoebe says, "Why did Max do that? She just did the best performance of a lifetime." Max says, he's good. He tried to help him, so he's helping her keep something important. The play starts. The play starts, and Phoebe says, Phoebe's so terrible Phoebe is so bad in her acting skill that it shocks everybody, except for Billy. And then by the play ends, Phoebe's like, this Kentucky ends here. Stage right, leaving the stage now. And Billy's like, he likes it when things explain stuff to him. Yeah, everyone's so shocked except for Billy. That's the best one. That's the best thing of the episode. That Hank, Barb, Chloe, Nora are all shocked at how terrible Phoebe is as an actress. But Billy, he's only excited. He's only happy because he likes it when things are explained to him. Yeah. Then the kissing scene happens, and Max said he can't watch. So Phoebe covers his eyes and says, it's a long kiss. It's a really long kiss to end the episode. So yeah, we never see Alison and Nate kiss. So yeah, that was this episode. And next, we got the episode with the return of Blobbin and his, for some reason, changed genders dog. Doggin. Yeah, changed genders between seasons. The last time we saw Doggin, he was a boy dog. But now in the next appearance he's appeared, for some reason he's wearing a tutu and is called a girl dog. I don't know when the change happened. Maybe the writers didn't see that other episode where they did that. But it's weird. But anyway, next is another Chloe background because I thought I was going to have to do one Chloe background, another regular episode background. But since next episode is another Chloe it's a main Chloe B-plot. Yeah, next episode's B-plot is mainly focused on Chloe. And her one episode obsession with doing gymnastics. Is that brought up again? That's kind of funny. Having 2 episodes with a Chloe background. Interesting. But yeah, next episode is a full B-plot on Chloe. But yeah, also, I love Chloe. Just I do. I don't know what I like about her, but every time she shows up, she really makes the episode really good. This episode's just fine to me. Like, I kind of don't get, like, Alison realizing Max's feelings. Like, literally, I know this is Max's first relationship, but the fact that Alison doesn't get Max's feelings. But yeah, this is Alison's 4th episode, I guess. I guess I miscounted because she appeared in episode 8, episode 12, episode 13, episode 14, and then episode 16. So it's technically her 4th episode, but it's her 3rd episode in a row. It's her 4th episode in a row, but it's her 3rd episode in a row. But, yeah. Also, again, the Thundermans sequel series about Chloe. I'm excited to watch the movie. I'm excited to watch the movie when we get to it because hopefully the movie is good. Because it probably is good because we're getting another Thundermans project. And this time, Kier Costner is the executive producer of the Thundermans sequel series. So, yeah. And it's about Billy, Max, and Phoebe training Chloe. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. And I'll see you next time when we review the next episode. And then with a full Chloe-centric B-plot, which I'm glad. Because Chloe's character so far has been, she says something, then she teleports or runs away. That's her whole character. I still do. The problem with it, I have a problem with this season. I like it, but the problem with it is why introduce a new family member character if you're just gonna have her have a limited screen time? Like, she appeared, like, literally, Max and Phoebe and, like, literally, and hopefully with the new sequel series, we get a new intro. We hopefully get the same theme song, but we get a new intro that adds Chloe, because Season 4, even though Season 4 makes Chloe a main character, she gets the starring role. I don't get that. Chloe gets a starring Emilia Clarke credit after the intro. Yep, you won't put her in the credits, but you'll put her in a starring role after them. But anyway, yeah, I love Chloe. And I hope you love Chloe because she's an amazing character. She's amazingly written. Even though I wish that they'd give her more screen time. At least next episode we'll get a full B plot with her. And she just has all the best lines. I like how when we get to next season, Max literally says saying baby is not a catchphrase, but Chloe says it all the time, so technically makes it a catchphrase, but Max says saying baby is not a catchphrase. We'll get that. We'll get to that episode. I don't know when that is, but I just heard Max saying one time that saying baby is not a catchphrase, when it literally is. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time for more Chloe adventures. They should make actually, technically, the Thundermans sequel series will technically be a Chloe-centric show because it's about Phoebe and Max training Chloe probably to master her teleportation because, you know, with a new show means that they have to up the teleport. With a movie, Chloe's teleportation, I think is like what I saw of it, is a blue effect. Not like the way they do in the show. It's kind of like a lightish effect. But anyway, that's it for the video, and I'll see you next time for more Thundermans. For Thundermans Season 2, Season 3, Episode 15, Dog Day Afternoon. The return of Doggin, the return of Blobbin, and the full centric B plot on Chloe. See you next time.